Hey, what's going on? If you are in the market to purchase a home, especially under the 500,000 price point here in the Charlotte region, well, you need to watch this video because there is $20,000 on the line. And what I mean is there is $20,000 available to you. You do not need to be a first-time home buyer, and it's basically free money. All right, so let's talk about the details on this. So it's really important that you connect with people who are kind of familiar with the local lending here. And, there are nuances and there are unique programs that kind of pop up. And when they do, you definitely want to at least go through the checklist to see if you're eligible, because it is actually free money for you. This is $20,000. It does not need to be repaid after 12 months. It is a no repayment. So there's no monthly payments on this grant. There's actually two different grants, $5,000 and $15,000. And after 12 months, they are completely forgiven. The $5,000, I believe, is forgiven right away, and the $15,000 takes 12 months to become completely gone forever, basically. So you can use this money for your down payment. You can use it to buy the interest rate down. You can kind of structure it however you want, but it's going to be better than like 99% of mortgages out there. And I recently had a contract here with a buyer, first-time home buyer, and the builder was offering a $17,500 credit, which is a lot of money. Lenders cannot typically even come close to competing with this. However, in this particular situation, with the $20,000 and a slightly better interest rate and just pricing on it in general, it was a better deal to use this other lender. So let's talk about the requirements for this program. All right, so you have to have a 620 or higher credit score. So we call it the FICO score. It's going to be that middle score. They're going to get three different credit, the three credit bureaus: Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. Whatever that middle score is, that is your FICO score for this purpose of the video, basically. Then you don't need to be a first-time home buyer. However, you cannot own another property at the same time of closing. Now, if you're going to sell another property and buy a new one, that's okay. We just need to close on the same day. Totally fine. So no issue with that. The other big benefit with this program is there's several, but there are no income caps on it. So a lot of times these programs that come out where there's a really large incentive, they'll say, hey, your income has to be below a certain number, the area median income or something. That there are no income caps on this program. It is location specific though. And so we have to check the census tract. It's a little bit of a different type of map. I can do that for you. We plug the property address in and see if that area is eligible. And so that's one thing. Now there is also no private mortgage insurance required on the loan. So private mortgage insurance, if you're not familiar, if you're kind of, still learning all this mortgage stuff, private mortgage insurance is a separate monthly payment that you would have in your mortgage payment that really protects the lender. It doesn't really do anything for you. However, it is required if you're putting less than 20% down on a property. So this program, you can put 0 down, but you can also put 20% down if you wanted. So if you have money saved, they're not going to tell you that you can't put it down as a down payment. You can just put your money down and then use their $20,000 for additional down payment, pay the closing costs on the loan, and you can also buy down the rate further. So rates right now, it's February 25. Rates are still in the high sixes, 6.75, 6.875. So you could use this money to pay several points to buy it down to 5.875, for example. They have a 30-year fixed mortgage. They have a 7-year ARM, a 10-year ARM. ARMs are adjustable rates. However, they would be fixed for either 7 or 10 years, and then they can adjust. But I think a lot of people just are doing 30-year fixed at the moment just because of the way the pricing works out. So let's see. So there's a lot of really good things, really great things about this program. I don't think anybody else right now is really able to compete with it. I don't want to mention their name just simply because they have all these rules and regulations over lender advertising, and I don't want to quote anything on the behalf of a lender, basically. So I can send you the information. You do want to connect with a representative at the bank and speak with them. And I have a contact for you. I'm happy to share that info, and just, you can message me for that. But I mean, talk about like a real, like, you don't want to pass that money up, right? Like, there's no sort of negative in taking the grant money. Like, it's there. They have to lend. They have to give it out. They have, this program, and so if you are going to fit into that box, like, by all means, take advantage of it, and it's going to give a leg up in negotiations and being competitive in an offer, or just, simply saving you money. So to give you an example too, like on a $350,000 home purchase with, let's say you're going to put 5% down, and you're so that's roughly $17,500. The lender will have roughly $8,000 or so in closing costs between lender fees, attorney, title, homeowners insurance, property tax. Let's say it's $8,000. So you would have roughly $25,500 total due, give or take, at closing for that scenario. Your payment would be like just over $2,500 with, let's, just kind of giving a ballpark here. Property taxes, $2,500 a year. You'll have homeowners insurance, and $50 monthly HOA fee, let's say. All right, so you could do that same scenario with this program, but only need $5,500 out of pocket. Same monthly payment. You would just save $20,000 out of your savings, and you could be in the same house. Another thing, or another way you could structure that loan, is you could buy that rate down, 6.875, let's say, all the way down to 5.875. You would save about a little over $200 a month in that scenario, every single month. And you would also save about $9,000 in total cash needed. It would be like just over $16,000 in your all-in cash needed to close on that property. So, I mean, it's like hands down the best thing going right now. We don't obviously know how long this program will last. And so, and there are other programs too. This is not the only unique sort of niche like program available. There are several others here too. So if you have questions on any of this stuff, I love kind of helping people navigate this process, and happy to help. Now, a couple of other things, I guess. So it's eligible in 11 counties as well for this. I want to mention the location. Let me pull up these counties again here. So it's Anson County, and let me see these others here. Cabarrus County. This is all North Carolina. There's a few in South Carolina. So for North Carolina, Anson County, Cabarrus, Gaston, Iredell, Lincoln, Mecklenburg, which is where Charlotte is, Rowan, Union, and Union County. And then in South Carolina, Chester, Lancaster, and York. So pretty wide net. I mean, that's pretty much our entire region here. That's pretty much all the counties that we would potentially cover for the most part. So yeah, hope you find this helpful here. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.